I'm Ron and I'm back again, you know already, with another RSR Classic. Tonight, I am reviewing Toronto FC 3, Portland Timbers 2 from September 27th, 2014. Toronto FC wins their match of the week from the archives. The quarantine match of the week. That didn't go so well, but we'll start. In the 13th minute, Nick Hagglund makes a bad pass, bounces off a timber, rolls to Fernando Adi. Fernando Adi shoots and scores, puts it past Joe Bendik. Yes, that's how far back we are. Joe Bendik was still our goalkeeper. Yeah, crazy, I know. How things have changed. Oh, and by the way, Hagglund was wearing the number 17, not the number 6. Another thing, just saying. Then, in the 16th minute, an own goal scored, or not scored by, but put in by Stephen Caldwell off a Diego Valeri cross. 2-0 Portland. And by the way, Stephen Caldwell was the captain for this game, not Michael Bradley. Again, we've stepped into the wormhole far back, which is amazing. Back then, I didn't have any facial hair, and I was probably 4'9", 5 foot nothing. And I wasn't even wearing glasses yet. Back when this game happened. Yeah. I can't even see what I was doing there. That's how blurry my vision is. I don't know if the glasses made it worse or it's the fact that I've grown or... Back when I was watching, it wasn't that bad. Nowadays, ugh. Wow, the wormhole is crazy. The wormhole is crazy, eh? Then, in the 62nd minute, after halftime, Toronto FC gets one back. A header from Nick Hagglund, from a pass from Daniel Lovitz, a cross in, ball goes near post, gets past Ricketts, 1-2. Portland still has the lead. In the 69th minute, Nick Hagglund scores another header, make it 2-2, another near post header past Ricketts, and it's 2-2. Nick Hagglund scores his first, not just his first, but first 2 MLS goals in his career in this match. Wow, crazy. And he made up for that own goal, or not the own goal, but the Adi goal. Made up for that in spades. Then, 62nd minute, 70th minute for those 2 goals. Then, in the 89th minute, Michael Bradley has a free kick, standing over it, and he slots it near post, bounces in past Ricketts. Amazing by Michael Bradley. Not captain yet in this game, as I said. Amazing. 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 Amazing by Michael Bradley. What a free kick. What a shot by Michael Bradley. Wow. I'm floored. I'm floored. And I remember it happening. But watching it back, after not watching that game in ages, oh my God, I'm floored. Wow. I wish he'd do that now. I wish he would do that. 3-2 TFC, that's the way it would stay. We won the match. And that was a match to behold. 2014, we stepped into the wormhole and we watched a good match. By the way, great that this week's match of the week ended up on the day that we got to 300 days unbeaten in the regular season, which is amazing. Because today, we have not lost a regular season match for 300 days. Amazing. So, little bit of a celebration watching something from before we ever thought that could be a thing. Even though we had hope. wasn't really a thought in our minds. And the fact that Corona really couldn't help us, but hey, I'll take it. When we get back to playing, we'll make it even longer. Don't worry. We'll get past a year and even more. Don't worry. But how do we step into the wormhole in this match even more? Dominic Adoro was starting for us in this game. Will Johnson was playing for Portland in this game and got hurt in the first minute after a tackle where he and Mark Bloom went in at the same time and they collided. Bloom did not get cautioned or red carded for it, but still. Gilberto was our starting striker. Jermain Defoe wasn't even playing because this is when he was hurt. Michael Bradley, as I said, was not the captain. Stephen Caldwell was. Hagglund was wearing the number 17 instead of 6. Our goalkeeper was Joe Bendick. Dwayne De Rosario was finishing out his final season. Crazy. Jonathan Osorio was just a rookie. Justin Morrow was playing on the right instead of the left. That's how far back we've jumped. Crazy, I know. Quillen Roberts was still on the team at this point. Our backup goalie was Chris Konopka. Why am I bringing this up? Wow. Think about it for a second. It's crazy. But that last goal, Toronto FC comes back. I guess Portland didn't get the memo to cut down Toronto FC. Never use Joey's chains for them, no! Yeah, that joke was in the brain bank for a while. Because I just watched that Jammer Lammy stage and it was like, never use Joe Chin's chains for them. And I'm like, Joey, Joe Chin, same meter, rhythm, I'll use it. Same meter, rhythm, I'll use it. And now my headcanon is Timber Joey is Joe Chin. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Never use Joey's chains for them, no! You can't cut us down, Timber Joey. Timbers, you can't cut us down. No timber here. 3 points us. Speaking of 3 points, the 3 points we got in this game at the time helped us break our points record for the whole history of the club. Also, it broke our wins record at the time, which was 10. This was 11 in 2014. Wow. That's how far back we've stepped. Like, we were good, but not great like we are now. But there's always baby steps. But we didn't give a crap about the baby steps until some years in, you know? Crazy. Onyx year, so I'm wearing an Onyx shirt. Crazy. But I think I have to give this context just because it is what it is. It's crazy. Think about it. It's crazy. TFC was good, but not great. They could have made the playoffs, but they didn't. If Jermain Defoe had played, maybe. If he didn't get hurt, maybe. We won't know. But we made the playoffs the next year anyway, so. Was it bad? No, it wasn't. I won't complain. But yeah, just think about how crazy this game is, just looking back that far. Like, if you would have told me in 2014, we'd have won a treble. We would be one of the best teams in the world and definitely one of the best teams in the region of CONCACAF. If you would have told me that, I would have thought you were crazy. I definitely would have thought you were crazy. Crazier than me right now, at least. And you probably think I'm crazy, so. No, I haven't said this all the time. What I'm saying now, per se. I've been emboldened by years like 2017 and the run in 2018 and even 2016 and even last year. I've been emboldened by our success. Was I crazy back in the day? Maybe. but I wasn't stupid, and I'm still not stupid. I've just been emboldened in the past years. I knew we had no chance back in the day. 2014, I was like, you know what? We'll somehow make the playoffs. We didn't, but if I would have started a YouTube channel, that's where I would have missed. Just like I did in 2018, but luckily I didn't have a YouTube channel, but I was doing a couple of reviews on my Instagram. I still kind of missed, but everybody thought we would bounce back. 2014, everybody had hopes, but then Defoe got hurt, but we still had hopes, but then they kind of went away, and, you know, Speaking of Jermain Defoe, honestly, after talking about the situation, I don't think he's a Judas anymore. I respect Jermain Defoe. I respect what he did for the club. Good player. But people on Waking the Red, which is where I got most of my TFC news back in 2014 because I didn't have a Twitter. Did I? Yeah, I had an Instagram, but it wasn't as big as it is now. I got some news, but it was really just the TFC Instagram account and all that. It wasn't really big then. You didn't have the fan pages. So it was mostly Waking the Red and the forums. And people called Jermain Defoe a Judas time after time after time. Even though Toronto let him go back to England to get treatment. They let him do it. It wasn't his decision. And basically, we looked at what we saw and called him a Judas when he didn't really Judas us. We, as in the club, let him go. So, was he in the wrong like we thought he was? After looking at the facts and looking at it from a perspective of what did the club really let him do? No. And the fact that he said he wanted to come back to MLS and knowing MLS's rules basically means Toronto has first dibs. I'd be good with it. I'd like to see him back. Right whatever wrongs that are left. Right the icy part of his departure back right. Because he's still got talent. He's doing okay in Scotland. Good enough to where I think he could still do good in MLS. I hope Defoe comes back at some point. If he wants to come back, let him come back. Right what we think is wrong, but looking back at it, I think we were all a little bit too hard on Jermain Defoe. I think. But I feel sorry that I was way too hard on him and still was up until recently. And I'm glad that I had that discussion with @Rotor Toad Footy on Twitter. Because I think it's good that we realize that Waking the Red basically made their own agenda out of it. Which I think we all do as fans. And I was a gullible 14-year-old. Of course. I'm probably still a gullible 20-year-old. Let's be honest, okay? And I'll be 21 in January of next year. I'm like in the middle of my 20-year-old year. I'm still pretty much gullible for a 20-year-old, if you really want me to be honest. If somebody did the same thing that Defoe did and they made the same type of agenda for him in this year, I probably would still believe it. Even if I saw evidence to the contrary, because I'm gullible. I'll admit it. I was a gullible 14-year-old. I'm probably still a gullible 20-year-old. And I'll probably be a gullible 21-year-old when I turn 21. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, I just fell in line with everybody's pitchforks and torches because I did. And I know he didn't play in this game, but he played in this season. And I was like, I'll talk about it. So, it is what it is. So, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends tomorrow. I'm going to talk about the Roy Halladay E60 film because I think I need to talk about it. So I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.